Land, Sea and Air is a project by the British contemporary sculptor Antony Gormley. It's composed of three bodies that associate a perception with a posture, and the posture with an element. The figure on the left has its ear holes open and is crouching on the ground listening to it, symbolizing our relation with what's inside us, what the artist calls elemental world, the intimate and subjective space that each of us lives, opposite to the technological world of society, of relation with other people. The attention to what's inside our body, the research of our essence, is one of the main themes of Gormley's works. The figure on the right kneels on the sand, and with its nose holes open, feels the sky, the air. It's like a man trying to perceive what's around him. The relation between body and nature, space, is the other main theme of Gormley's projects. The last figure is standing, facing out to the horizon with its eye holes open. The artist questions, is it art about trying to imagine what lies beyond the horizon? As we can consider the horizon the limit of our existence, we can think of the body as a border between our beings and the space-time we live. Gormley works replicating his body, used as a model to represent every one of us, opposite to the classical and Renaissance idea of a perfect divine body. His models are empty body cases, separation lines between the two spaces existing inside and outside us, during the reverse process of classical sculptors. When they carve blocks of marble to create a figure, what Aristotle called the distinction between substance and appearance, Gormley works adding material to his own body, in order to define what will be an empty space. The materials, the shapes of the statues are no longer important. What is significant is the symbolic meaning of border. With the sculpture filling materials, the artist proposed a vision of the body as an energetic center, defined using the language of particles around the nucleus. Human body is considered a space in the space. In it happen as many things as outside us. We feel emotions, we think. I chose to relate this artist because I find this concept very suggestive. We based our society on appearance. Every day we forget to look inside of us, to reflect on our existence. We created a kind of Platonic idea of beauty and perfection at the expense of our individuality. We chase ideal goals without linger on our real essence. Gormley about this quotes John Cage, who said, "We are not moving towards some kind of goal. We are at the goal and it is changing with us. If art has any purpose, it is to open our eyes to that fact." As a student in architecture, I appreciate the question that Gormley and this art ask us. Which should be our relation with nature and the space we live in? Architecture can be conceived as a mere satisfaction of our necessities anymore. We must worry about the impact of our buildings on the environment and consider the opportunity to arouse an emotion, to make one think. We must admit the potential of simple shapes that could be Gormley sculptures as the walls that define a building to provide a perception of a journey in the space-time, through smaller and larger spaces, through lights and shadows. For example, think about the Holocaust Tower of the architect Daniel Libeskind in the Jewish Museum of Berlin. The most interactive installation of Antony Gormley is Blind Light, a box filled with steam open to the visitors. As you enter the box, you can't see your body anymore, you are just essence, the viewer becomes the view. To me, art is the relation between the creation and the viewer. What the artist can communicate, an emotion, a feeling, that make you think at yourself in another way.